system. On hearing this signal, you should proceed directly to your nearest muster station. Your attention is drawn to the emergency instruction notices which are displayed at the muster points throughout the vessel.
Rather than wasted.
Big producer will know we have a limited range of colours, so you've got one of everything we have there.
We had a wander along the lake, Jessie, and then we went down on the
for text. We were looking through the woods not too long ago when we got most of them off, but just in case one gets on.
But that's the only one we have just now.